What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to this Forgo. And I want to give a big shout out to a player in the comments from the last video who is Joseph Richardson, because he actually was advising me to just take my man Akira and just plow through the new Cap 1 event, because you probably just do more damage if I just used him. And then I just used Pai Chen, of course, and then I used this version of Akira. And this version of Akira, guys, is actually kind of like the MVP. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, actually, it's the banner version of Akira because he's doing the damage. But this version's insane to have. Even though he's going to have a disadvantage on the first team, my score went up tremendously by just plowing on my banner Akira with this version of Akira and Pai Chen on the first team, doing insane damage. Now, the thing about using this version of Akira is because he has a disadvantage against the first team in the Cap 1 event, he dies relatively easy. Now, for those of you might not have him at level 40, maybe you have him at level 50. It really is going to depend on your luck and the lucky chance event as far as how far you actually have this character and whether or not you were able to go to the top in the Tower of Trials to get another memory for this character. But I want to throw out a couple tips, guys, to try to keep him alive so you can apply more of his buffs on your first team or even your second team, whichever you may be using, right? This is one tip right here that I can give you. Now, there's actually a few card sets that you can use to add extra survivability for your Akira. Like the immunity one is really nice, the Akane. Getting the immunity is very, very handy. This 2 seconds of immunity, guys, can help out tremendously because, you know, if he gets a heal on this, which I'm going to show you how you can gain another heal beyond the one that's in his core, then it might keep him alive a little bit longer, right? It's not really the damage we're looking for. We're just looking for more survivability. And another way that you can do it is by imprint stones. Now, I actually equipped his actual Virtual Fighter 5 imprint stones on him. You can see that I did keep this one here, and that's because it does increase target damage received. We want to keep that one on because that's actually going to give a nice buff to our main damage dealer, whoever it may be. In my case, it's going to be Akira. Now, this stone here is actually also really good because it actually increases penetration by 400 and decreases enemy defenses by 20% for 4 seconds by landing an active skill, which does help in our damage. Not like by a tremendous amount because it's only for a 4-second window. So if you don't have the stone, it's not really a big deal. In fact, if you don't have any of these stones, it's not really a massive deal. It's not a big deal breaker, but it does help. I mean, these aren't going to help in survivability-wise, but this one will. This first stone, if you actually have these available to you, will actually give you a heal by 7% upon landing an active skill as a critical hit when HP is 70% or less. So you can actually gain a heal. So really with this stone, in all honesty, guys, like having like the Rugao set or the Mad Tea Party set, like a set that increases your critical rate by a tremendous margin, would actually give you that heal more often. And in retrospect, I think it might have been better if I would have used that. Probably would have took better advantage of the heal. But Akira here, this free version of Akira that everybody is getting, really is nuts because he decreases the defenses by 80%. He increases all the attack fighter, all the virtual fighter team attack by 50%, which is just crazy for 15 seconds, guys. He increases the strike active skill damage by 80%, the critical rate, the critical damage. Like all these buffs are just nuts that he's adding, and then he increases the damage received by 50% from his 3rd skill. So no matter what skill he uses, he's applying a buff, and then from his core, he actually, you know, whenever he's on the team, guys, he increases active skill damage for all Virtual Fighter on the team, including self by 25%. So whether it's Jackie, whether it's Sarah, whether it's Akira, you're going to be buffing up any one of those characters. Now, he does have a damage immunity for 5 seconds, and he does have a nice heal every 1 second for 5 seconds when HP is 10% or below, and that is nice. But having that extra stone that gives you a heal, it's a little bit more beneficial. It might keep him alive a little bit longer. Now, another thing that you can do, guys, is, especially if you want to make more use of his heal, is you can actually give him another set card that would work out pretty well for him. Let me see if I can find it really quick here, which is the Ryugo set. Now, the Ryugo set actually increases HP by 20%, which is very nice. It also decreases the target's attack by 20% for 10 seconds when attacked. So you're decreasing the attack from Cap 1. He's not going to do as much damage to you, and you actually have an HP buff. So this might actually help keep Akira alive as well. And remember that heal that he has built into his core, he's going to get more of a heal based on how much HP he has. The more HP he has, the more of a heal he's actually going to get, which might aid in his survivability. Also, if we go into the Codex, because I don't have these certain cards available to me, if we go into the Codex and we look at the set cards, this set here, the Ein set, actually will also increase your HP, which is really, really nice, and defenses. And it can also decrease damage received by 20% for 3 seconds. It's not going to be the best set, but it might aid in survivability if you do have this set equipped. And then there's another set you can use. You use the KS set to increase your defenses. That might help out also as far as, increasing your survivability. And then if we scroll down here, guys, this set right here increases HP by 25%, and you get extra HP by 7% here, another 7% here, another 7% here. So you get 21%. You actually are going to get 46% extra HP. So this set here might actually help out as well as far as keeping Akira alive. The longer he's alive, guys, the more buffs are going to be applied throughout the duration of the team fight that you're actually doing. So if you have these cards and you equip them on Akira, it might help him keep alive. This is just PvP, so it really doesn't matter. This is honestly a really, really good set, but I don't have it, so I didn't get to use it in the run that I'm going to show you. The run that I'm going to show you guys, I'm just using the Akane set for the immunity, right? And we're just using this straight up team. Now, I did change something on Akira where now I actually have all 5 of his stones, but even before I equipped this 5th stone, we just used 4 stones before, my damage went up tremendously by putting the free version of Akira on the team instead of using Leona. And speaking of Leona, a character that has Limitless, something that has very, very broken effect in the game, we're finding out now that Netmarble is really trying to find ways to make characters that say we're OP in one event are not as OP in another event. Because as you will see today, guys, like having this free version of Akira is way better on this team than me using my jacked up A7 Leona with Limitless with a max build, transcended cards, and the whole bit. I will do more damage by a large margin by using this free version of Akira. And it's actually insane that Netmarble gave us this character for free. And something else to remember, guys, is whenever this character is at A5, and most players, I do believe, will be able to get this character to A5 for the most part. Once he's at A5, you're going to be able to unlock, this extra strike skill damage, which will really buff up, these characters, right? This is nuts. And this is going to work on any character, right? If you were using this guy, say with someone like Maisie, who actually does her concentrate on her second skill, and it's a strike skill, and Maisie is insane in this damn thing. I wish to God I had her at A5, but that would buff her up tremendously, right? Like, this is a character that everybody's going to get for free, which is phenomenal, guys. So let me bring up the run. Let me show you just what the first team does. It's just crazy, right? Watch this. And the thing that I really love about this is it's not a elongated run. It doesn't take forever to do this run because you're just using Akira. Now, I tried switching my characters and tried applying buffs from Pi and the Poly Akira, but honestly, guys, I just did more damage when I just used my banner Akira and just started plowing on damage. Now, something to note about Akira when you're playing with the character is always use his 3rd skill. Just tap it one time, and then hit the 1st skill, reset the 3rd skill, and then hold the 3rd skill, fully charge it, and then you can hold your 2nd skill. So that way you get double the buffs from the 3rd skill, right? It makes more of a difference in your damage. And look at the damage we're doing. Look at the damage. Like in yesterday's video, I did like 400 billion, right, in the first team. 400 billion using a character like Leona with the Limitless, right? And here we are. We're just plowing away with our Akira, right? And we've already done quite a bit more damage, and we have 20 seconds left of this run, right? We are freaking destroying this thing. And oh my God, like, look at this damage, guys. And obviously, whenever your 3P is ready, go ahead and use it. I cannot stress that enough, guys. But this guy, I mean, is just, and like I said, I just did more damage when I just started using Akira and just go, and just not holding back at all, right? And it's honestly a lot more fun to do it that way also. I mean, look at this score. Look at this score. 685 billion on my first team. On my first team. 685 billion. From this team. Now, I know a lot of you might not have A5 Akira. Maybe you have A5 Sarah, right? You could use her on the second team with the free version of Akira and Pi Chin, because Pi posts up Sarah also, right? Or, with Maisie, or a lot of other characters in the game, or like Cassandra, right? Like, you can use a multitude of different characters in here and use this same method, which is awesome, guys. Like, it's just insane. It's just the free version of Akira is really going to be buffing up the Virtual Five Fighter characters more so than the other characters. but still just nutty, nutty, nutty score. And every time I look at my Ma here, I'm just like, oh, I wish to God I had her at A5. I sorely feel regret for not having this girl at A5. I wanted her at A5 because, like I said a second ago, guys, I wish I could show you, but her second skill, guys, is a strike skill. This is where her concentrate is at. She does insanity. I mean, guys, I've seen her do over 1 trillion damage with Pai Chan on the team, just doing ridiculous amounts of power, just nuts. So, like, if I had an A5 Maisie on this second team, I would probably get 1 trillion damage in this thing. Like, it would be just absolutely bonkers. I'm still experimenting with my second team, trying to figure out the best route to go. But that first team, guys, like, seriously, whatever team you're trying to set up, use your free version of Akira, especially if you're using Virtual Fighter characters. Use Pai Chin if you have her. These two supports big time. And whatever your damage dealer is, just put them in the team that has the type advantage. So if you're using Sarah, put her on the second team and then put Pai Chan and Akira with her. You know, if you're using, this version of Akira, then, do what I'm doing on the first team. If you're using Jackie, then, put Jackie on a team where he won't have a disadvantage, and you can use Pai and Akira, with him, and so on and so on and so on, to try to do more damage in these things. And I swear to God, if this version of Pai, was actually at A5, you'd have this strike skill damage increase, which would be, I just got tongue twisted, just absolutely bonkers, man. Like, really, really crazy. But the fact that, this is a free character, and the fact that this is just an A1 character is really insane to me, to do almost 700 billion on one team. So again, shout out to Joseph Richardson for putting that comment, man. This is something that I love about the KOF community, is that everybody's always willing to help others, to try to do better, to try to improve, which is fantastic. So guys, let me know what you think about having this guy on your team. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GG+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.